So today I wanted to do a little video update on my garden. Today is June 22nd, and we had quite a bit of rain, probably over 100, well over 100 millimeters, which is over 4 inches in a very short period of time. And we've had rain pretty much all month, so it's not really helping. But we are also on a wetland. I can't even get in here to weed because I sink everywhere. So I'll just point out a few things here that seem to be doing okay. Some of the onions you can see here. Not that I need more, but I think those little right there, those are actually, I think, watermelon. I'm not sure what I planted, I can't remember. And then just behind that is little tiny pieces of corn you can see. I actually used some of my corn seed from my actual cobs of corn from last year on this here little batch. Beside that is pole beans. Try and get a little closer up video. Down over here I have radishes straight down, which are doing okay. They're kind of out of the water. The tomatoes, I've already pulled out a few of the ones that didn't survive. You can see the water kind of pooling beside them there. And of course the dogs want to be out here with me, so might as well get a picture of them. But if you look, you can see how much water, maybe you can't see, but it's pretty deep. Now this is beside the garden, and I'm probably going to say it's at least probably 6 or 7 inches here at least of water. That's on the outside, so it's kind of flooding. Over here I've got more corn and a few potatoes here. Trying to not trip, so sorry about the video. I'm wading through the water. Over here, these are supposed to be beets coming up all down there. And the peas, we have not staked them yet, but hopefully we'll be able to stake them. It's supposed to be not a rainy day tomorrow, and then it's going to rain again pretty much for the rest of the week. Over here, like I said, those are peas. You can see how much water there is. It's pretty much covered all of these beans. They don't look like they're doing very well. And the peas, like I said, we still have to try and stake. These are the carrots that are all underwater here. Unless this water recedes, everything's probably just going to rot. I don't have high hopes right now for the rest of this part. This is all potatoes, and again, it's just not doing well. You can see in the background, even away, that we have a lot of water here, and doesn't look too promising for this year, but other years we've had exceptional gardens if you look at some of the past videos. And I'm not giving up. I am still going to hope that, maybe some of these will actually continue to grow without completely being a big waste of time and money and effort. I'm going to show you another spot in just a second here. So depending which direction you're looking at the whole garden from, it looks pretty bad. But I'm not going to give up, like I said, because we've had rain here before. Not this much, not in this short amount of time. But I think this here part of the garden will definitely be okay. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, but I think it'll be okay. And I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed and hope. And then I'm going to show you another spot that I actually am considering putting some things in. So over here is where we have the raspberries, and I had cut them down last fall. And see those little spaces in between there? That was one little swipe with a rototiller a few weeks ago when it was a little bit drier. And again, haven't had a chance to get out here and weed, but we kind of redid this whole patch of raspberries, and now I'm thinking I might have to use some of it for planting maybe some carrots or something, because I don't think we're going to get any otherwise. I do have a nice big pile of rhubarb growing, so we'll be harvesting that here pretty soon. This is a few little strawberries here, and they're actually looking pretty healthy. There's only a couple. I just wanted to see how they would grow here. And a few pieces of garlic here, and then more onions, a few tomatoes here. I think these ones will be okay, even though the ground is pretty saturated here with the water as well. But I think these are a little bit higher up, and I think they're going to be okay. Little apple tree. I guess it does have an apple or two coming on it, but again, they don't usually produce for a few years, so I don't really have a lot of high hopes for them this year. Since I'm out here, I might as well show you a few of the flowers. Flower beds. You can see the water there as well, and all the vermiculite that kind of rose up to the top. But I did add a whole other big bag of Pro Mix in here a couple days ago, so I was really happy I got that done, because it did raise it up. But I don't know, it's been a really different year this year. I was happy to get a lot of this weeded though before it rained. And these are just all flowers in here, but now I'm thinking I might have to add a little bit of lettuce or something, because we're certainly not going to be getting any in the other area. All my little flower pots are completely drenched. But again, they will perk back up once the rain stops. And all our brickwork kind of got on hold now for a little longer. So kind of come to a stop. And these flowers are doing okay. Up here, I did plant a few of the wave petunias in with the lilies. Some of the trees we put in last year are doing really, really well. This one's an Ohio buckeye, and it's doing exceptionally well. A little glimpse of my little fairy garden. Something that brings me joy. Over here you can see a few of the cedars that we added. We did move some of the raspberries over here last year, and they're kind of just hiding behind there, but they're actually doing pretty good. So these cedars here we just put in earlier this spring. And moving along, this is the other little flower bed area that I had made last year or the year before, I can't remember now. But I've got haskap berries back there, two of the bushes, and this is mainly flowers. And we did add, these are the cedars we put in last year, and then the shorter ones are the ones we added this year. And then the strawberries, these are pretty cool. My daughter actually grew these from seed and then gave me really teeny weeny ones last year, the plants. And I popped them in and they're doing exceptionally well this year. And then some irises. One of the maple trees we're going to have to move. It's getting too big for here. Another Ohio buckeye. a maple we put in last year, and some hops growing up the little trellis, and another new little spot. I just had some extra plants. I didn't know where to put them, so we planted them here. I can't remember the names of them. A couple of sunflowers on either side, and then some kind of a mallow. It'll get big yellow or red or pink flowers. I'm not sure what color. And that little plant should get yellow flowers on it. So basically that's kind of a little yard tour. And everything looks better from the distance right now, but it is what it is. And we're expecting a whole bunch more rain later on this week. And I'll probably give an update when the weather's better and when things start blooming and looking a lot nicer. Because right now, even though it is June 22nd, it is not looking really, really well. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.